study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more, no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study no war no more. Ain't gonna study no war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more.
100 years ago, the hot winds of war blew across the land and made of it a country divided. Friend turned into foe. Brother fought against brother. And overnight, the Union found itself split in two over the issue of states' rights. The hateful and bloody conflict lasted 5 long years. Years that saw names like Shiloh, Chickamauga, Chancellorsville, Vicksburg, and Mission Ridge, written indelibly on the conscience of a nation. General William T. Sherman once uttered what is considered to be a masterpiece of understatement. War is hell, he said, and no soldier worth his salt could ever disagree. But hell or no, a fighting man looked hard for something to latch on to. For some, it was a letter from home. For others, a chance to fill the gnawing ache in their stomachs. Some men gambled away their pay to take their minds off what they were doing, while others did a little tippling when they could afford it. But to the greatest majority, as it has been since the beginning, it was a song that helped to while away the unbearable loneliness. On both sides of the Mason-Dixon line, citizens and soldiers alike had one thing on their minds, and they weren't ashamed to sing about it.
When Johnny comes marching home again, hurrah, hurrah, we'll give him a hearty welcome then, hurrah, hurrah. The men will cheer, the boys will shout, the ladies, they will all tune out, and we'll all feel gay when Johnny comes marching home. The old church bell will peal with joy, hurrah, hurrah, to welcome home our Johnny boy, hurrah, hurrah. All the village lads and lasses say with roses they will strew the way, and we'll all feel gay when Johnny comes marching home.
Get ready for the Jubilee, hurrah, hurrah. We'll give the heroes sleep and sleep, hurrah, hurrah. 300,000 strong, with 300,000
So they gave Johnny a gun, and Johnny went to war. But it was to be a long time, long days and nights, before Johnny was to see again the things he was fighting for. Still, not even the cannon's roar nor the deep silence of night could keep Johnny from dreaming. And more often than not, the dream was a girl, a wife, a sweetheart.
The years creep slowly by, Lorena. The snow is on the grass again. The sun's low down the sky, Lorena. The frost gleams where the flowers have been. But the heart throbs on as warmly now as when the summer days were nigh. Oh, the sun can never dip so low adown affection's cloudless sky. The sun can never dip so low adown affection's cloudless
It has been said that no other war in our nation's history gave birth to as many songs as the Civil War. It was such a long and drawn-out struggle, and the feeling on both sides was so intense that literally hundreds of songs of all descriptions were inspired. These were stirring times, and the songs were a reflection of the times.
We're tenting tonight on the old campground. Give us a song of peace. Our weary hearts a song of home. And friends we love so dear. Many are the hearts that are weary tonight, waiting for the war to cease. Many are the hearts that are looking for the right to see the dawn of peace. Ending tonight, ending tonight, ending on the old campground. Ending on the old campground. Just before the battle, Mother, I am thinking most of you.
The battle. It transcended description. And today, 100 years later, the sights and sounds are recaptured in an original musical work composed by Sergeant First Class Morton Croy and performed by the United States Army Band conducted by Major Samuel Laboda. The battle. the sun arose, gray-eyed and misty. Reluctantly, the sun arose to witness from the heavens what was about to transpire here on earth. The names always change, but the spectacle and horror remain tragically the same. Then suddenly, will you remember in years to come how I died? Wearing blue. How I died wearing gray. In Georgia, in Pennsylvania, and Virginia, and Tennessee.
There's a land that is fairer than day, and by faith we can see it afar. For the Father waits over the way to prepare us a dwelling place there in the sweet by and by. We shall meet on that beautiful shore in the sweet by and by. We shall meet on that beautiful shore.
There's a spot that the soldiers all love. Oh, the chow line's the place that we meet, and the dish that we like to see there is the old-fashioned old army bean. 'Tis the bean that we meet, and we'll eat as we ne'er ate before. The army bean, nice and clean. We will stick to our beans evermore.
We shall sing on that beautiful shore the melodious songs of the blessed, and our spirits shall sorrow no more. Not a sigh for a blessing of rest in the sweet by and by. We shall meet on that beautiful shore in the sweet by and by. We shall meet on that beautiful shore.
Now the bean in its primitive state is a plant we have all often met, and when cooked in the old army style, it has charms we can never forget. 'Tis the bean that we meet, and we'll eat as we ne'er ate before. The army bean, nice and clean, we will stick to our beans evermore. Beans for breakfast, beans for dinner, beans for supper. Army beans, army beans, army beans, army beans, beans.
There was a Johnny who fought on the side of the Greys, too. And like his counterpart from the north, he, too, sat by his campfire in the evening thinking the same thoughts, remembering.
There's the yellow rose of Texas, I'm going there to see. No other fella knows her, nobody, only me. She cried so when I left her, it like to broke my heart. And if we ever meet again, we never more shall part. She's the sweetest rose of color a fella ever knew. Her eyes are bright as diamonds, they sparkle like the dew. You may talk about your dearest maids and sing of Rosalie, but the yellow rose of Texas beats the bells of Tennessee. Oh, I'm going back to find her. My heart is full of woe. We'll sing the songs together we sang so long ago. I'll pick the banjo gaily and sing the songs of yore. The yellow rose of Texas, she'll be mine forevermore. We evermore will part. She's the sweetest rose of color a fella ever knew. Her eyes are bright as diamonds, they sparkle like the dew. You may talk about your dearest maids and sing of Rosalie, but the yellow rose of Texas beats the bells of Tennessee. We are a band of brothers, a native to the soil, fighting for our liberty with treasure, blood, and toil. And when our rights were threatened, the cry was near and far. Hurrah for the bonny blue flag that bears a single star. Hurrah, hurrah, for Southern rights, hurrah. Hurrah for the bonny blue flag that bears a single star. And here's to our Confederacy, so strong we are and brave. Like patriots of old, we fight our heritage to save. And rather than submit to shame, to die we would prefer. So cheer for the bonny blue flag that bears a single star. Hurrah, hurrah, for Southern rights, hurrah. Hurrah for the bonny blue flag that bears a single star. Hurrah, hurrah, for Southern rights, hurrah. Hurrah for the bonny blue flag that bears a single star.
were fighting a war of another time, a century ago. But their songs still have the power to rouse and stir us.
I wish I was in the land of cotton, gold and aeronaut. Look away, look away, look away, Dixieland. In Dixieland, where I was born in early on the frosty morning. Look away, look away, look away, Dixieland. Then I wish I was in Dixie, hooray, hooray. In Dixieland, I'll take my stand to live and die in Dixie, hooray, hooray. Away down south to Dixie, hooray, hooray. Away down south to Dixie. And I wish I was in Dixie. Hooray, hooray. In Dixieland I'll take my stand to live and die in Dixie. Hooray, hooray. Away down south to Dixie. Hooray, hooray. Away!
The war came to its inevitable end, bringing with it a tragic mixture of grief and joy. Something was lost, but something was gained. A unity, a truth.
They have built him an